Do you see that? Come on. Something waked right towards it and then it crushed it. It's a big one. It's a big one. Second cast in the dang topwater. Oh my gosh. There's another giant that just shot off. Okay, what is going on, guys? Today we were just rocking with the GoPro. We did not bring the big camera. We're traveling light. We don't have any tackle with us whatsoever. We brought 2 rods, and the main goal of today is we're going to try to catch the first topwater bass of the year. Then we got this little Catch Go Headhunter as a backup bait too, because I was here yesterday and I caught a ton of fish on that thing. So I know this one's going to work for sure, but it's been so warm outside and there's a lot of leafy debris, so really dark bottom. It was like 80 degrees 3 days in a row. This water should be pretty warm, and I think we're going to be able to catch one on the topwater. So that's going to be the first goal of the day. We're going to try to get 1 or 2 bass on this little Googan Squad bloop, and then if it doesn't work, hopefully we're going to be able to do it. But if it does not work, we have the Headhunter, and we're going to try to catch a couple bass in that swim bait. So we're going to see what happens. First cast of the day, like I said, a lot of dark bottom right here. That's going to warm up really quick. Today was a little bit colder outside. I think that it was only maybe 60, 65 degrees, but yeah, for like the past 3 days, it has been 80, 81, super sunny. The wind was blowing right off into the shoreline, so the warmest water in the lake should be right over here, and I think that we might be able to catch one on topwater. So yeah, we're going to start by throwing this thing super shallow. Might work it a little bit deeper. This is usually a lot of lily pads. Oh my God, there's a frog right there, right in the shoreline. In the summer, this is all lily pads right here, so it maybe gets like 6 foot deep. It's really shallow, and they should be sitting up here. I'm hoping that we're going to be able to get one deep this topwater. Oh, there's already some wakes right there. Oh, do you see that? Come on. Something waked right towards it and then it crushed it. It's a big one. It's a big one. Second cast in the dang topwater. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? It's a dang tanker. Oh my gosh. I was hoping we'd get bit. We just caught a dang giant. Oh my gosh. There's another giant that just shot off. Oh my gosh, what in the freaking world is going on? It's like a dang 5-pounder. Oh my gosh, he's got that Googan Squad bloop choked. It's a, oh my gosh, we gotta go get the scale. What the heck just happened? We came down here, we took 2 freaking casts and just caught an absolute dang unit. Oh my gosh, look at that bloop, it's gone. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I didn't bring pliers with me. Oh my God, it fell right out. Wow, what a fish. I'm actually not gonna get a scale or anything. I mean, I know for a fact that fish is over 5 pounds. She could be pushing 6, honestly. I mean, I've caught a lot of big fish this year. I've caught a lot of big fish in my life, so I know I really hate when YouTubers are like, oh my God, it's an easy 6-pounder, but that fish right there with a gut like that is definitely pretty dang close to 6 pounds. Gosh, that's a beautiful fish. We're gonna give her some water. Get her back in there. Oh my gosh, I just cannot believe that was second cast of the day. And then another giant one shot off too. I think you guys saw that when she was fighting in. What a fish. Let me give her some water. I'm gonna give you guys a look on the GoPro. We'll walk in the water, we don't care. But for a fish this big, we'll walk through the water. I know it's like 55 degrees, but I wanna give her some water and show you this fish a little bit better. What a dang bass, man. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that just happened. Guys, that right there, like I said, I didn't bring a scale. Was not planning on this happening. I was hoping to come down here, film a quick video, maybe catch the first topwater bass of the year. And second cast just caught that fish. Like, what a unit. What a fat freaking chunk right there. She's probably 20, 21 inches and has an absolute girth belly. Like, I don't even know what to say, dude. Can't even talk. We're gonna get this fish back in the water. Awesome way to start it off. Hopefully some more are gonna eat that Googan Squad bloop. What a dang tank. Oh my gosh. We're gonna get this fish out there. We got the Crocs on. I specifically wore shorts so we can walk in the water if need be. You know, more just to kind of get the bait out there a little bit farther. But we're definitely gonna get in there and get that fish back in the water. She's ready to go. Oh my gosh. Fish was sitting in maybe a foot of water. Maybe 1 foot of water, and she just ate the Googan Squad bloop. Bloop or blooper, I always get it mixed up. A little topwater though. Guys, the camera's been running for 7 minutes. That was my second cast of the day. Rolled up. Don't know what to say. Don't know what to say. So, didn't shoot an intro with you guys, you know, up front and with my face in the camera. Just had the GoPro chest mount on, took a cast, caught a giant. So, we're gonna catch some more giant fish. One of the biggest ones that I've caught so far this year. And what a way to start out the video. Well, if you guys have not tried throwing the little Googan Squad bloop, this thing catches big fish. As you guys can see, I've caught a ton of fish on it. That's probably the biggest one that I've ever caught on the Googan Squad bloop, but I've caught a lot of nice 3 and 4 pounders on this thing, and caught a ton of fish when I was down in Texas, caught a ton of fish up here in Michigan, and really, really awesome topwater bait. They knocked it out of the park with this one, and as you guys can see right there, she's getting it done today. So we're gonna try to catch some more on this. Like I said, if it kind of dries up and they're not really crushing the topwater, if that was a complete fluke, we do have that little Catchco headhunter to throw around as well. But I'm thinking if a 5 to 6 pound bass inhaled it like that, we're probably gonna be able to catch a few more on this at least. That's just, you know, kind of my brain, my fishing intuition is telling me we're probably gonna be able to catch a few more on this. I want to catch whatever else shot off the bank right here too, because there was another fish also sitting in like a foot of water up here that we spooked out. Maybe we'll get that one to go. That could have been another 4 or 5 pounder for all we know. Oh, waking towards it. Come on. Eat it, dude. I think there's a lot of bluegills up on this break wall too, though. So since it's so shallow, they look like big wakes, but it's probably just like a little 5 or 6 inch gill. And they're sitting in like 3 inches of water, so it makes it look like they're just darting straight at the popper. That's what we're seeing, I think. Because I keep thinking that a fish is going to smoke this. That big one, we saw a huge wake before that big one hit, so now I'm all just jacked up, thinking that we're going to get another one. Seeing these little bluegills up in inches of water. Oh, what do we got? Oh, I think that was a gill. It was something tiny. I didn't even see it blow up. I just kind of like leaned into it. I think that we had like a little bluegill on. It felt like the little head shakes. All right, no more bites over here. We're gonna go try another spot. We might come back over here though and throw that headhunter around a little bit, but I want to try to catch another one in this topwater, and I have another area that sets up pretty similar to this one. So we're gonna go see if we can catch another 5 pounder. Okay, spot number 2, going back to that little Googan Squad popper. Try to catch another one. See if it was a complete fluke. Literally second cast. We might have jinxed ourselves. Usually it's the first cast curse. Luckily we did take 1 cast before we caught that big one, so we should be fine. Shouldn't be cursed. Should be able to catch some more fish. The question is, are they going to eat this popper still? Or are we going to have to switch up to that headhunter? Oh my gosh. That is a pretty typical cold water popper bite right there. Never saw that fish blow up on it. She just kind of sucked it up from beneath. Had her loaded up for like a half a second. That was a little one though, so it's no big deal. Got him. He just loaded up on it. That was on a bomb cast. It's another good one. It's not a 5 pounder, I promise you that. We just fired it way out there and that one sucked it up. Kind of like I just said with that last fish that we missed. She's smaller than I thought. I thought it was going to be like a 2 pounder. Well, we will take it. Second fish of the year on the topwater. Definitely kind of pales in comparison to that last one that we got, but still very, very fun. We actually casted all the way to our backing on that one right there. Little 12-incher. Going back in the water. Oh, she just ran into my feet. There she goes. Oh my gosh. All right, let's try to get another one. See if there's some more out there. The fish are in 2 feet of water. It's April 8th, and the fish are in 2 feet of water. Or less. Actually, maybe like 1 foot of water. There he is. Dude, the little ones are definitely not very aggressive on this. I'm going to try throwing that headhunter out. We're getting bit in the topwater, and I'm having a good time, but you can tell that I'm kind of force feeding him a little bit. Like that fish barely wanted to blow up on the top. Here she goes. Little like 8 to 10 incher. Getting smaller. We're going in the wrong direction. We're going to try throwing that headhunter out though. Seems like they're not really committing to the topwater. The big one did. It was down her throat. All good, but that fish right there in the last one before, I barely sucked it up. Let's see if they want this little swim bait a little bit more. So yeah, we got the 10,000 fish headhunter. Like I said, I've thrown this a bit, and I've caught a couple fish on it, but just haven't thrown it on camera yet. See if we can get the first one of the day. I cannot believe that this thing's not getting crushed. I guess the only difference is yesterday there was a lot of wind blowing right over here, and so that might have made it a little bit better. But we're gonna go back to the popper, even though that was kind of a joke. Just brought it because I wanted to see if I could catch at least 1 bass on it, and it's been producing. So we're gonna go back to what's working. See if we can get a few more on this, because they just aren't going for the headhunter today. Not like they were yesterday. Oh, some movement. Kind of looked like a bluegill though. Oh, whatever it was, it ate it. Just barely. I think that was a tiny little gill. What do we got? I can't tell if that's a tiny little bass or if we do got a bluegill. Threw it right back in there. Oh, it's a little bass, all right. Well, that's like 3 casts with the popper and already another fish. So we got 4 in the popper and probably threw that little headhunter around for about 5-10 minutes and didn't get bit. So, like I said, I think that the big thing is there's no wind. That's absolutely perfect for throwing a popper and not so great for throwing moving baits like swim jigs, chatterbaits, or that little swim bait that we had on. So, the fact that we got slick, calm conditions, we got to fish the conditions and keep throwing the popper because she is working and the headhunter just wasn't getting bit today. There she goes. Another little dink though. We have literally got smaller with every single bass. That is kind of interesting. Started with an absolute giant, caught like a 12-incher, 10-incher, and now like a 6-incher. Just getting littler and littler and littler. I don't know if we can get much smaller than that though, so I'm thinking the next one's going to have to break the cycle. I bet we catch like a 12 to 15-incher next. That's my guess. Oh, missed it. There she goes. I don't think it's going to be a 12 to 15, but it's definitely bigger than that last one. It might be a 12-incher. That was like 2 casts later. Dude, they are on the popper. Yeah, it's like probably a 10 or 11-incher, but definitely broke the streak. It's bigger than that last little 6-incher that we caught. Get her back in. We got to get back out there. I saw some more activity a little bit further off the bank as well. They're up in these leaves. It's crazy. I cannot believe that we're throwing topwater around and it's working better than like a little swim bait. That's nuts for this time of year. There she goes. All right, going back in. We're going to get back out there. We're catching another one. Back to back to back. They were going off. There was a bunch of activity right out here. Oh, that was a good blow up. That was a freaking nice one right there. That was the next cast. Right where I saw some activity. We had like 3 little wimpy blow-ups in a row. Oh, and there's... Oh, we got her. What we got? I think it's a big bluegill. What the heck? It's a giant bluegill. Not a giant, I guess, but a nice size one. That thing hit it more aggressively than the last little bass that we just caught. What in the world? There she goes. That's a good keeper right there if we were trying to catch some panfish. Not a giant, but the perfect little eater size. Gosh. Everything's eating the popper today. Giant bass, little bass, and big old bluegills. Well, now we haven't got any more bites on the popper, and we actually do have some chop in the water, so I'm going to go back and get that swim bait. Conditions are changing, and we got to change with them. So popper was working, caught a big one, caught a couple more on it, and now we got this nice little chop in the water, so I think that the headhunter might be the key now. First cast. Dude, what did I just say? Gosh, that's crazy. A little bit of chop on the water. First cast back with the headhunter. We just got crushed. A little bit better fish too. Bigger than the dinks that we were catching on the popper. She just popped right out, but little headhunter fish. Like I said, I've caught a couple on this thing, but first time that I got one on camera. Nice little, probably 12, 13-incher. Second biggest bass of the day, and about 4 pounds smaller than our big one. Okay, we're gonna fire this one back out there. All we needed was a little bit of wind, and the headhunter is cooking once again. Uh-oh, here comes the rain. She started to drizzle just a little bit. This might be the last cast of the day for us. Because it looks like she's about to unload on us, the sun's about to go down, and we had a pretty good day in the water already, so I think we're gonna wrap it up. So hopefully, a 5-pounder is gonna eat this. Last cast of the day, come on, baby. Biggins. But if not, then had a great day in the water. A little hour trip, caught a giant bass on topwater, as you guys saw. First topwater fish of the year, and she was a freaking behemoth. Might be the biggest topwater bass that we catch all year long. But nothing on that last cast of the day. It looked like one actually might have been following it there. That was a little weird. But caught one on the little headhunter, caught the rest on that little Googan Squad bloop, and had a good old time out here in the little hour that we were fishing. But looks like things are about to get gnarly, and I do not feel like getting soaked right now. So that being said, we are going to wrap it up, but thank you guys so much for joining us today. And like I said, awesome day in the water. Caught a big old topwater bass, caught a few more little guys as well, and I will catch you guys in the next video. The next video is going to be a tournament fishing video, so definitely stick around, stay tuned for that. Should be a very, very good episode, but I will catch you guys then.